Hey everybody, welcome back to From the Bunker. I'm Sunleeper, your host, and here we have JJ Young, and he is former 11 Bravo, but you can tell the whole story. So why don't you give us a little background information, tell us where you come from, what you do, and where you going.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm an Ohio boy, from the Columbus area, and always wanted to be in the military. Always wanted to be a cop growing up. When I turned 16, did some stupid stuff, caught a felony, and that kind of derailed a lot of stuff for me. The felony, it sounds crazier than what it really is. So a lot of people have made what's called a works bomb. We did that, and we put it in someone's mailbox, and we put it on someone's porch, just being stupid kids driving around. And they caught us on video at Walmart buying the supplies, just those supplies, nothing else. We weren't even slick about it. Buying works cleaner, some soda, and some foil. They caught us on camera doing that. They went to the school, to the principal, ID'd us, boom, just like that, caught the charge. And so that followed me for a very long time, and I was unable to enlist in the Marine Corps. That was my number one choice always.
I'm
And
sorry,
then
what is a works bomb? I've never heard of that.
Are you serious, dude?
Yeah, never heard of it.
So, disclaimer, don't do this. This is
Yeah,
how you
don't
would
fucking
do
do
it,
it.
but obviously don't fucking do
We're
it.
not teaching you.
So you take like a 2 liter or a gallon, and you empty it out, you make it empty, just a plastic bottle, and then you take the foil balls, you make them like this big. You put probably 20 in there, 30 in there. And then you take the works cleaner, the toilet bowl cleaner, you fill it up there about quarter to halfway, and then you close the lid, you start shaking it up, you shake it up, you shake it up for probably 10 seconds, and then you set it down, and then you run away because it expands and it looks really
Oh,
cool
it's
when that
Mentos and
pops.
Coke with some foil shit. Yeah,
It's
okay.
kind of, yeah, it's just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we did that and got caught. And then I always wanted to do the Marine Corps. That was my number one choice. And so when I was 17, I started going to the Pooley stuff after high school, doing PT with them. And he was adamant that he was going to be able to get me in because I didn't end up doing any jail time or anything like that. I got arrested and they just gave me probation for it.
The
Um,
Marine recruiter.
Sorry, with the county I got in trouble with. And then I went to the Marine recruiter and he said, because you didn't do any crazy time and they pled it down, you're going to be fine. Don't worry about it. You can still come to the pulley functions. We're going to be able to get you enlisted and all this stuff. You just had probation. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so, start going to those, and I go to those for probably, all in all, probably 2 years. I graduated high school, watched a lot of my friends leave and go. One of my buddies, my best friend actually, shout out to Greg if you're watching. He was going to go to the Air Force. He was dead set on the Air Force. And then we were in the parking lot one day and he was like, yeah, I'll come to PT with you. Let's just do it. And so we went to PT, and then it was a good session. We got smoked. We get done with it and I'm talking to him and I'm like, so what's up, bro? You still want to do the Air Force? He's like, yeah, I think I'm going to go to the Air Force. And then I called him a pussy. I said, you're too pussy to enlist, bro. That's why. And he was like, I'll do it right now then. And he straight up, he was like, he straight up, we got out of the car, went back in there, and he was like, no, he said I'm a pussy, so I'm going to do it. And he's still in to this day. Like, he's still in.
So he joined the Marine Corps?
He joined the Marine Corps.
That's
He was dead set on the Air Force. Dude, his mom was pissed at me.
Yeah,
Dude,
you
his mom
fucked
was
him
so
up, dude.
pissed. I did. I did. His mom was pissed, and all because I called him a pussy. And so
He belongs in the Marines, dude. Like,
he does for that.
100%.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so after that, watching a lot of my friends leave, I'm kind of realizing they're never going to approve this waiver for my juvenile background. And I just kind of gave up on the whole idea. And then I started working in clubs, being a club promoter in the city and doing that whole life, just being stupid. And then I started reconnecting with God more and going to church. And a guy who goes to that church there, he's a general of the National Guard. And he talked to me about it because he knew I wanted to go to the Marine Corps. And he was like, hey, Jay, if you're really interested in it, I might be able to see what I can do for you and get you in the Guard if you're still interested. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So he was able to sign a waiver for me, and I owe so much to that man. I'm so grateful for him. And he got me in. I was able to go 11 Bravo, go to the Guard. And I was right when I got married to my wife, and I got her pregnant. Like, gosh. So the way I found out she was pregnant, I got home from basic, and then we just moved into our house together. Valentine's Day in February 2019, she comes out. She's like, "Hey, she's holding a pregnancy test. Does this look like two lines or one line?" Uh, I was like, "Oh shoot, that's two lines," and I was
Yeah, you're like,
excited.
yeah, I didn't know. I already know.
Yeah, I was excited, and she was kind of nervous about it. And then I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't even tell her yet." And so that night we go to dinner, and I tell her like, "Oh, so last month at drill, they were asking for volunteers for a deployment, and I kind of said I was gonna go." So she wasn't too
I'll
happy
get
about
you.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll get you.
yeah, and I fucked up on that for sure. But just graduated basic, and I'm like, dude, hell yeah, man, send me over there. I'm trying to go. And
Lem Bravo, dude.
now, exactly, and
Yeah,
now
you're like,
realizing like
this
the
is literally my only job.
literally, yeah. And then now looking back on it, it's like, I mean, I'm so glad that I went. I'm so glad that I went. But I had a whole different image in my brain of what it was going to be than what it was. You know what I mean? Because what guys did in the early 2000s and even later, it's just doesn't compare to what was happening at the end. It's just
Well,
they were really
bro,
paving the
I've had
way
this
and getting
I
their
had this
asses kicked
I had this
every day.
conversation with like Denny from Security Hall. I had this conversation with a bunch of SFAS dudes. Like war changes, man. I did like 2015, 2016 Iraq, and I did 2019, 2020 Afghanistan, and I did 2022 and 2023 Syria. I think it was 2022,
Damn,
2023
dude.
Syria. But those were all different is my point. Is like
Yeah.
not a single one was the same. I was never as prepared as I thought I was. I never saw the same shit. TTPs were always different. I fought ISIS all 3 times, and I was never on the same page. Like,
Mm,
so you get like, come on, give yourself some credit, bro. Like,
yeah.
yeah, some guys fought in the surge, but they didn't deal with drones. Okay. They didn't deal
Yeah,
with
that's true.
UAS. They didn't deal with fucking cluster bombs. They didn't do like, all this shit that now everybody fucking has that they're using against US troops and no one talks about. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't have that shit.
That shit is
So
scary.
you have different shit. It's just different shit. You know what I mean? Like, give yourself some credit, bro.
Very good way to look at it. Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to. You got to. So where'd you go?
Absolutely. Kuwait and then Saudi.
Saudi.
Yeah, and Kuwait
What,
was obviously Kuwait, so that fucking sucked. And then Saudi was fun because we were on a fob, and I mean the way they were talking to it, they're like, "Oh, this is gonna suck. This is gonna be awful." And I'm like, "What do you mean, dude? We're actually gonna be able to do something. We're not just gonna be doing dumbass training all day or going and fucking off at the PX or something like that. Like we actually get to do something." And it was just a fob. We were over there. They tore it down, so I can talk about it over there by Jubail. And
were you guys OSS? Spartan Shield?
yes, yes, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so we were that, um, and we had some Saudis with us, so we worked with them a little bit, and they would try to feed us, and I mean, I never took that, and the dudes that did always got fucking sick. But it was nice because it was
Get
a
used to
change
it.
of pace. It was a change of pace, and it was just a tight group of us because we were on a fob and we didn't really have much. There was no PX, there's no nothing like that, obviously on a fob, and it was really cool because it was just us, dude. We were kind of away
It's
from the
just the boys.
flagpole,
Just the
and it
boys.
was
Yeah.
exactly, yeah, we really enjoyed it, and that was supposed to be the part that would suck out of the deployment, but that was all of our favorite parts.
No, it
Nothing,
sucks. It's just not. It just it's a different suck. Like people
yeah,
like there's so like I guess I haven't really experienced it. I guess kind of Afghanistan. I was on BAF, but I was on a part of BAF that was like under its own jurisdiction, so it was kind of different. But like my other two deployments, I was also like secluded. Like it was a company, right? Like the company was by itself. It was just the boys like out doing their shit. But I felt bad, man, because like, you deploy a battalion, like the battalion flagpole is stationed somewhere, and like half
yeah,
the battalion is also stationed with the flagpole, and those
yeah,
dudes have it way worse. Like, they're
absolutely,
they're worried about fucking
yeah,
grooming standards. They're worried
yeah,
about
dude,
food. They're worried about like all the dumb shit, like all the generals and shit that are coming to visit. Like, I think that's way worse than being like in the sticks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that's my opinion.
100%. I 100% agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, so we were there, and it was It was a lot better. And I was watching my son grow up from afar because he came while I was over there and didn't get to go back, so that kind of sucked. Really sucked. And then came home and got to be a family, and it was nice. And it's crazy because the last gosh, probably the last 4 months of that deployment, me and a few other guys were thinking about going SF and how cool it would be. And we started researching. We were doing more PT because normally we would just do bodybuilding stuff, and then we started doing more cardio oriented stuff. And that was kind of our thing. Like, oh man, we could really try to do this. Let's study. Let's try to make this happen. And then I came home and held my son, and I was like, bro, I
It's
can't do it,
tough.
man. I can't do it.
Yeah. The OSS is a kind of a different animal, and I think a lot of people don't really understand, especially if they were in that generation that we were talking about, like 2001 to 2015. OSS is it's a QRF for CENTCOM, basically. S
Mm,
gets put literally everywhere in the Middle East, and they're there just in case something happens, which it always fucking does. And then they get pushed out to outstations, right? So like they're
hmm
stationed in Kuwait, they're stationed in Saudi, they're stationed in Dubai, they're stationed in Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan back when it was a thing. And if something happens, they get pushed out as security forces. It's all combat arms. It's all like ready to go, and they just pick up and move and go wherever the fuck they're needed. Which I think people don't really understand. They're like, "Oh, OSS is all Kuwait." No, OSS is literally the entire Middle East. Operation Spartan Shield was literally made as a CENTCOM deterrent for aggression of ISIS. So they're like, "Oh,
mm.
hey, ISIS is fucking everywhere. How do we combat this? We'll put US troops everywhere. And then when it like kind of like surges up, like it always fucking does, well, you can just like redeploy these troops and it'll take 4 hours instead of, 36 or whatever." But yeah, I think OSS is a misconcepted mission. Like you could have a cake mission, dude. You could spend,
Yeah.
9 months in Dubai, right? You could spend 9 months in Kuwait at Arif John or AJ or whatever. Or you could be on the floor in Syria or Iraq or like fucking
Yeah.
Afghanistan back when it was a thing. But OSS is a wild animal. Like in rotations for the guard, like your Ohio guard on the deployment. Yes, like Ohio guard deployments, like clockwork, bro. Like
They are,
especially
yeah.
yeah,
They
like
just came back
especially
from
for
one.
yeah, especially OSS missions, 100%. Or you're not 126, right? You're
No, so I was 148, and then I
oh no
volunteered
fucking
to go
shit.
with 145. So 145 is who I ended up going over there with.
I'd play with 148 too.
Did you? Hell
Yeah.
yeah, those are my boys, man.
Well, it was they deployed the whole brigade, so, like, they were attached to
Okay.
us, but yeah, it's, 37th IBCT, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah.
yeah,
What the fuck? That's cool. Yeah, man.
yeah.
So I did that, and then came home and became a cop. Stuff. I want to do SWAT. I want to do homicide detective eventually. Right now I'm just having fun. My partner, he's my best friend. We go tear up the city all the time, and we have a lot of fun together.
Are you city?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, alright, so and you have your own detective bureau then?
Yes.
Okay, okay, so it's is it like a seniority thing? Like, you have to do some
Yeah,
time?
man. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We got mixed feelings on that because it's obviously you deserve it if you've been there. You put in the work. Obviously, you deserve it. But there's some people that just get there and they don't do the fucking job because they're checked out. And you
I
got
feel you.
young, hungry dudes that would fucking kill it in those roles, and they get passed over, obviously, because of seniority.
Yeah, and it's hard to it's just like any other job, just like the Army, you got those seniors who are just they're over it. They're kind of burnt out. They might
Hmm
not even realize it, but they're not having the same effect that they used to. And it's the same in the cop world, bro. Like I see it all the time. And I always told myself I would never be like that, but then I'm in like that fucking catch 22 of like, will I even know? You know what I mean? Where I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
if I'm not making a difference, like impacting soldiers' lives or like making a difference, like I need to just get the fuck out. But will I even recognize that I'm there? Because most people don't. Most people, like, in our career fields just don't. So,
yep, yep.
but no, man, like, it's not the typical shit, dude. That's where you should be wanting to go, right? You should be wanting to be a detective sergeant, detective lieutenant, like in
Mhm.
Columbus. Like that should be the, the career path, especially if you want to make a difference and like solve cases.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then you make your own schedule. You got your own fucking CIs and shit. Like I get it, dude.
Mhm. Yep. I got a couple now as a beat cop, and it's pretty cool. They help me a little bit. It's nice. It's very nice.
Yeah, CIs are CIs, bro. The fucking, I know it.
Yeah.
Fucking crackheads, dude. So you're also a bodybuilder?
Mhm.
Okay, tell me a little about that. Did that start in the army or did that start before?
So I boxed for a few years, and when I first met my wife, that was kind of the route that I wanted to go, was take boxing up and try to pursue it. And she was not about it at all when she was my girlfriend at the time. And then probably about maybe 8 months into us dating, I was still going to the gym and training and stuff like that and sparring and all that. And she was like, I see how much you like this, and I love you, and I want you to follow your dreams. So if this is what you actually want to do, you can go for it. You know what I mean? Kind of give me her blessing, because um, it's just the for the fight camps, it ramps up. A lot of stuff ramps up. And I still worked at what was I doing at that time? Gosh, I was probably working at a warehouse or something like that. Um, the fight camps would ramp up, and so it would be 5 days, 6 days a week, multiple sessions a day. So it was kind of a commitment on her end and my end. And she finally agreed to it. And so I have to go get my physical done and my all my stuff signed. So I go to the eye doctor, and the left eye they're looking at, they go, look up, look down, look left, look right. The right eye, they're like, look up, look down, look left, look right, look up, look up and to the right. Anyways, they spend like 5 minutes on this freaking eye. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? He goes, I'll be right back. And that was like the longest 10 minutes of my life. I'm like, what the hell did he see? Why is he leaving? What is going on? So he comes back in. He's like, you got a tear in your retina. Like it's about to be fully detached. And I was like, the fuck? What are you talking about, dude? And he was asking me about trauma to my face and stuff like that. And I was like, I mean, we spar without headgear sometimes before the coach comes in, but there was never anything crazy where I even had a mouse under my eye or nothing crazy like that. And then he told me that sometimes people genetically, they just get it a lot quicker than others. And he said that he's not going to sign off my paperwork, and there's not much I can do about it. He said, as far as surgery is concerned, one day I'm going to be just living life like normal, and I'm going to see a shadow in my vision. And once I see that, then they'll go in and do surgery on the eye. Um, so that fucking sucked, dude. I was like 20 years old or
Yeah,
21 or
bro.
something like that, and finding this out. And I'm like, are you kidding me, bro? Like, what the hell's going on? So, yeah, I still went to the gym for a little bit to box, but it was not the same anymore. Once I knew I
Yeah.
could never really do this, and that's when I started picking up the weights and started lifting and stuff like that. And so I was fighting around 147 at the welterweight, and then I just started bulking up, and right now I'm 185. So I just like to bulk and cut, so I stay somewhat trimmed down. But yeah, I've never done any shows or anything like that competition wise. I love the gym, especially with work and how stressful that is. It's very nice to,
Oh, yeah.
lift the weights. It's nice.
It's an outlet for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it gives gotta stay fucking strong, dude.
Yeah,
Gotta stay fucking
absolutely.
strong.
Absolutely.
We are really close with Cross Rifle Gospel and Ranger Doc, which are like 2 other pages that we kinda collab with a lot,
Okay.
and, we are a huge mentality of the Army's, like, fit first, fight first, be fucking strong type thing. Because the Army's not a
Yeah.
fucking political tool, it's also not a breeding ground for investigating what should happen in social life. The Army is the Army for a reason, and so is the Marine Corps, so is the Air Force, so is the Navy, so is the Coast Guard sometimes.
Hmm.
Gotta be strong. Do this fucking work, you gotta be in shape, you gotta be able to run. Like,
Yeah.
no one wants to see fucking Jelly Roll chasing after a fucking F-150 on I-94, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
dude. Yeah.
But that's fucking sweet, man, like, so tell me a little bit more about your service times.
Hmm.
You did the deployment to OSS, and then
Hmm.
you came back. Did you do, like, the original 6-year enlistment, then get out? Are you still ING, or how's that work?
Yeah, I did my 6. And dude, I missed like a whole, gosh, probably a year of it because of the COVID vaccine when that came out.
Oh yeah.
Because they were telling us that you couldn't report anymore if you're not getting it. And I was like, well, I'm not. And just I don't care if people get it. It's your fucking body. I don't give a shit. But me personally, I wasn't getting it. And I told them that, and they're like, you're gonna be kicked out. And I was like, okay, I guess that's what it's gonna be then. And there was a bunch of us, so we all got kicked out. They just told us not to report anymore. And then probably, gosh, I think I was in the academy at this time. So January 2023, I think it was. I got a certified mail. Anytime you get certified mail and you're in the military,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, fuck, dude, what did I do?
I owe money. Oh fuck.
So I go down to the post office to get it, and I'm like, oh boy. And I get it, I open it up, and it just says I've been AWOL for 2 months. And I was like, 2 months
Oh
AWOL. What the
god.
hell? Y'all kicked me out, bro. And so I called, and it was a new readiness NCO at the time, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I guess you didn't get the email, but everybody's good. Just no harm, no foul. Everybody's coming back now because they was it Lloyd Austin? They got rid of it, so you're good. You can come back now." And I'm like, "Okay." So I went back like nothing ever happened, and that was right before my ETS. So I just went back for a drill and then turned in my gear, and they all went to Syria, and I was kind of sad I didn't get to go on that, but
No
my
shit.
wife would have been pissed, and I
I
wouldn't
feel
be
you,
a
dude.
cop now. So it was for the better.
When was that? That was 2023? Yeah.
It
Oh
was
fuck,
20,
so
yeah,
they probably
22,
relieved
23 around
us.
then.
They probably
Yeah,
relieved us, honestly.
yeah,
Oh wait,
yep.
no, was that 148?
It was 148 that went. Yeah.
You'd have been with me, bitch.
Oh, are you serious, man?
Yeah, you've been with me. Yeah, I was in Conoco in 2022, 2023, and we got back end of like November, September, October, something like that of 23.
Yeah, a lot of my buddies went. I was really wanted to go, but couldn't do it to my wife again. Could not.
'Cause is that a cav? Is that cav or is that all infantry?
It's infantry. We have a different
Is
cab
it?
unit. It's 107.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember because we have 2 infantry battalions here and we have no cav, so I always forget. But then yeah, I know in the brigade there's also an artillery battalion, I think out of Ohio, and they were with us
Okay.
too. But yeah, no, 148 was there. They weren't on Conoco with me, but they were in like Iraq, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of them were in like weird places in Syria I didn't know existed. But
Yeah.
dude,
Yep.
that'd been funny.
I know. That's wild. Yeah, they told me they had a good time. And then a lot of them ended up getting out too.
Dude, that's how it is for the guard though. Like I was just talking about to some of my active buddies like today, and they were like they saw a picture yesterday from like a ceremony we had at our company,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, dude, it looks like there's no one in formation. I was like, yeah, we're like half strength. They're like, that's normal.
Wow.
I was like, well, yeah. So there's 2 infantry battalions in the state, and like they each deploy every other year, every 3 years on a off schedule. So like they come home, everyone goes to one unit, they all deploy. They come home, everyone goes to the other unit, they all deploy.
Yeah.
They come home, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so like at any given time, the battalion is at half strength and or deployed. So I was trying to explain that to my active friends. They're like, so you can just deploy whenever you want. I was like, yeah, basically,
Pretty
but
much, dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that, yeah, like that's why like guard dudes have like 5, 6, 7 deployments in like 10
Yeah.
years. And either they waive their dwell time, you got like 18 months dwell time, they waive the time and they're fucking back on the plane in like a year.
Yeah.
It's
We had a
fucking
platoon sergeant
nuts.
who lived off of that. Like he just
But yeah,
deployed, banked it all, didn't work when he came home, just
yeah,
always banked it and kept going and going. He was a single dude, and he's still doing it now. He's a first sergeant now, and he still fucking does it.
dude, we had 2 dudes on our deployment that were there. And here's the other thing about the guard. So you can, when you're overseas, extend into the incoming unit's RIP. So like if you wanna stay there, that unit can accept you as a soldier and you can just stay. So we had 2
Dude,
dudes who
that
were
is
on ground in
nuts.
Syria, and they just became a part of the new unit and then stayed there for another deployment. So, like, they didn't leave ground
My
for
God,
18
dude.
months. Like, yeah. So,
That's
like,
crazy.
yeah, active duty people can't, like, fucking understand that. Like, so, like, you have this two guard dudes in your unit who have been there for already a year, and now they're just hanging out with your unit because they didn't want to go home. Like, dude, talk about money. First of all,
Yeah,
tax free
dude.
up to 106 grand, bro.
Yep.
Plus
Yep.
per diem in Syria.
Yeah. It's a good way to make money. It really is.
Yeah, if you have no kids or wife or life or job.
Hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, you can't. People like us, we're old now. We have lives and wives and stuff. We can't do that shit.
Yeah. Got responsibilities now.
Yeah, which isn't bad.
Yeah. I love my responsibilities.
All right, so you got out. You became a Columbus cop.
Hmm.
You didn't beat, and it's what? It's been like what? 2 years you've been on the force? Two, three
Yep.
years?
Two
Yeah.
years.
And is that kind of the career path now? You just want to
Oh
stay
yeah, dude.
Columbus? Just
Yeah, I love
fucking
it so much. Feel like I got my
really?
calling, man. Dude, I really, really love it. It's some nights are stressful, but I love chaos. I really do. And I think that's what drew me to the cop thing a lot, and then trying to work in the hood and stuff like that. Because you have those moments where people are hating you and saying the craziest stuff to you. And then you have those moments where you genuinely go help make somebody's day, like an adult who suffers from a mental disability or something like that and cannot care for themselves. And you just meet them eye level, talk to them, show them some compassion. And you can tell without a shadow of a doubt you made a difference in their lives and you helped them. And then you go back and now you're scooping somebody's brains out of this off the sidewalk or something like that. It's just you never know what you're gonna get. And I just love that about the job. And then, of course, working with my partner, he's my best friend, and we're very, very similar personalities. So we just have great conversations. But we got to be careful because on our cameras, we got a 2 minute look back. There's sometimes we're driving around. I'm like, oh, that's a good car. It's a blacked out Chrysler. Let's go get it. And I'm like, oh, shit, we just said some dumb shit a couple minutes ago. We got to wait. We can't get
Yeah, we gotta wait. Yeah, I was talking mad shit about that dude down the street for
that.
fucking
Yeah.
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 I feel you. So I was stalking you on Instagram, and so I was looking through your army shit, and dude, some of the comments on your shit. First of all, I don't know how these people targeted you because I've never had this shit on my Instagram, and I've deployed like 3 times. Like, what the fuck did you do to these people?
So like the Iran comments.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
literally
dude.
all like, anything. Like, you go back, fuck, 308 weeks, what is that, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that? Like, all this shit in Arabic, dude, just for the people who aren't looking at this with me, go back to your country, you brought nothing but terror to the people in the Middle East, now they're strong enough to fight back, blah, blah, blah. Call your fathers, sons, and daughters back to your country before they get died. I think they mean killed, it's probably we hold you responsible for the death of 220,000 martyrs. Wild way to say that. U.S. Army's always brought death and destruction to Iran. What? And the region. We will not rest unless we destroy, expel U.S. from the region. Something in Arabic that they can't translate. Revenge sucks. Bring your coffins. That's a good one. Go back to your country. You brought nothing but terror. So not different from being a cop is what I'm taking from this, which is
Mhm.
wild. Why did you get targeted? Because like I have never seen this.
So around that time, that was when the Iran U.S. conflict kind of was happening, where they rose up that red flag, and everybody was freaking out about it. And then Trump hit their general and killed Soleimani. Um,
Oh,
and so that was all around that time. And I was just I was just doing what I do, bro. I was posting stuff. I was talking with people. And a lot of the reason why I did start posting in the first place with the military angle was because um, I lost I lost my first friend I ever made in the military to suicide. And so that kind of got me on the path of connecting with other veterans and talking with them and stuff like that. And I just kept going with it. And my squad leader was getting a little pissed off. He's like, "You got to just shut down your whole Instagram account." And I was like, not gonna do that, but you can smoke me, whatever you got to do. I'm not gonna post our location or do anything fucking stupid, but I'm not letting these fucking assholes win and shut me up. That's not gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. Um, so he was kind of pissed off about that, and then he realized that it wasn't just me, it was other people that were getting this. It was just like a lot of bots. There were probably, I don't know how many people there were, because some of them are real accounts, but a lot of them were bots. Somebody was paying all these
Yeah.
bots or however the hell they do it to go to certain military accounts that were, I don't want to say popular, but just the accounts that they were able to find relatively easy and spam the comment section.
Yeah. A lot of people don't even know that I don't even want to say fight because that's not a fair term. That Iran attacks US troops overseas. Like a lot of people don't know that. Like we we're in Syria to stop ISIS and you have Iran fucking cluster bombing US troops. We're in Iraq to stop ISIS and you have Iran hitting US troops with 107s. Like it just everyone hates ISIS. I think literally you could probably take consensus of the fucking global population and the majority of people would hate ISIS, including most of the Middle East. And I
Yeah.
don't understand why people can't see that like the United States is trying to stop something that's been a problem in the past. Like we invaded Iraq in 2003, there was a surge and 300,000 people died. In that vacuum, ISIS took its stage and steamrolled the country in 2 weeks. Took literally every US installation and city when we pulled out in 2012 in 2 weeks. Killed thousands of people, beheaded thousands of people, threw people off roofs.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand how the rest of the world can try to frame us as the bad guys. Um,
Yep.
it's fucking wild. And the fact that I can look back on this and see that like they're still like they're talking mad shit to you. There's some
Yeah.
fucking at the time PFC, like some fucking
Yeah,
random
yeah,
private.
like I'm fucking doing something.
Fucking yeah,
What do you think I'm doing,
we're
bro?
yeah,
I'm a
wearing a
gate
Santa
guard.
hat. Yeah.
Working at ECP, bro.
Yeah, dude, like your anger is misplaced, my brothers. Like, goddamn. I don't know. The world's wild, dude. A lot of people never leave the United States, and I think that's a travesty. Like, whenever, whenever anyone is like, "Oh, what's your advice to like young people?" Fucking travel, experience the world, experience life, experience different cultures, and figure out that most of the world fucking hates you because of where you were born. There's nothing else you can do about it, and that's about it. So,
And how good we truly have it here.
yeah,
I always thought I had it good as an American, but when I went over there and came back, oh my God, dude, I really realized it. Just from the moment of stepping, you step off the plane for the first time in the Middle East, and it's like opening a fucking oven you've been preheating all day and it just hits you.
yeah,
And then you just get used to it and that becomes normal, and then you come back. We stopped in, I think, Germany and felt the air and it felt so much different. Then we came back home, obviously, and it was just amazing. But yeah, we have it so, so good here. And the shit people complain about just drives me nuts, man. Drives me
yeah. You,
nuts.
you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to look for things. In most of the world, you have to look for food. You have to go find resources. I have to go to a specific place to find something. Here, United States, I can find whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
I go out my front door and I have 18 fucking options in a mile. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, and unless you live in like rural Ohio or Michigan, that's that's most of the United States. Like you can get away with waiting to the last second to go forage for food. You know what I mean? But like,
Absolutely. Yep.
yeah, most of the world's not like that. And like most of the world doesn't know that the US is fighting ISIS in Africa. Most of the world doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the world's also oppressed. So hey, here we are.
Yeah.
All right, so what's next, man? So you're gonna be a detective, homicide or narcotics?
Ooh. So I'd like to do narcotics first and then eventually get into homicide. But again, this is like decades away. It's going to take a
It
long
doesn't
time to
have to
get
be. It
there.
shouldn't
But
be. It
yeah,
shouldn't be.
I agree. I agree. It should be people that are hungry and want to do it. That's what
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, maybe one day things will change. We'll see. Right now, man, I'm just having fun working with my partner, tearing the city up. It's a lot of fun. It's like I'm taking these moments now because after I got home from deployment, I kind of realized like, wow, I never really just sat there and thought like, damn, this is it, bro. Like I'm living this moment. I'm never gonna have this moment again. I enjoy these guys. I enjoy their company. I love it, And now I'm more conscious of that. So I'll just be talking with my partner. I'm like, dude, like this isn't forever, man, but I'm gonna freaking enjoy it while we can because this is really special and this is fun.
Dude, I read a study yesterday at the gym. I was like between sets and I was like doom scrolling, you know what I mean? And
Hmm.
I read this fucking study from Harvard and they were saying that time moves faster because most human beings get into a rhythm, like a monotonous form of life where they do the same thing every day, they eat the same shit, they see the same people, they work the same job, and that makes their days start to blend together and your brain starts to process all of these things as the same thing. So
Mm,
after, a year or two, your brain's like, I don't need to retain this information because it's so normal that I just won't. So it starts getting rid of those memories. So Harvard took all these dudes and was like, okay, so what is your retention rate from memory? And they all reported a like couple months worth of memories based off their entire life, right? So like 40-year-olds, 45-year-olds, 55-year-olds, they can only remember about 1 to 2 to 3 months of their life, days combined, right? Like that one birthday, that one time in eighth grade, that one time in high school, that one time in college.
yeah.
And so Harvard has decided that that's because the brain is starting to just take your memories and put them all into one. So it seems like one instance of a memory. And now you're just so monotonous in your daily life that it just cuts the time in half. So yeah, you're maybe 45 years old, but it seemed like 15 years. Or you may be, 55 years old and it seemed like 20 years. And it's just now your brain has stopped caring to remember that these things happen. And they're saying that now to stop this, you need to be having new experiences every day. Go to a new
Mm,
place, talk to a new person, do something you're uncomfortable doing so your brain gets tricked into being like, hey, this is new. I'm going to retain this. And you can eventually train your brain to like, like I've been in the military 14 years. Does not feel like 14 years to me. It feels like it was maybe
yeah.
5, 6. So
Mm,
maybe if I start doing this, like, and like I remember that few times on deployments, few times good, few times bad, but I don't remember it like, but it's almost 3 years overseas. I don't remember any of it, bro. Something's wrong. Something's
yeah.
wrong with the human condition, dude. Like we're not meant to be monotonous creatures. We gotta break out of this cycle somehow.
Hmm. For
But I
sure.
thought it was wild, dude. You should look it up. It's actually very wild. And I think you see the same things as I do. You'd be like, yeah, this job's sweet and I get to see new shit every day, but it's not enough. I need, the next thing, the next step. I need to go up another level. And
Hmm.
I think that's like what human beings need is that fucking grind, that everyday advancement or like new experience to continue remembering their whole lives. I thought it was super interesting. You should take a look. Just saying.
That is interesting. Yeah. That's something I've been thinking about more lately is just how we don't realize how quick time is going and we don't appreciate and enjoy it and stuff like that. People pass away and then you're like, damn, man, if I could just one more time, so taking mental
And then you're trying
pictures
to
is very
remember the
helpful.
times you had with them and you can't.
Dude,
And you're
yeah.
like, it's
Yep.
like it fucking flitted past and you can't remember it. Yeah, it's terrible, but yeah.
Hmm.
Do you do like interdiction stuff in Columbus?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Like are you I know a lot of like state police up here, like that car looks like it could probably be good to stop and then they try to work their way in the car to find drugs
Oh,
basically.
absolutely. Yeah.
Interdiction, yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um have you ever heard of trap fines?
Trap fines. No, what's that?
So that's my boy from Indiana. He's a cop. He's a interdiction cop. So he does only, what a trap is. Yeah, so he does only like interdiction and traps. So he started a thing for only cops, um, kind of like what we're doing for the veteran community. And he does basically like this whole you have to show that you're a law enforcement officer to join the Facebook page or the Instagram page. And they talk about finding narcotics in vehicles, finding narcotics in trucks, homes, whatever the fuck. And It's basically a place for cops to talk about trends and what they're
I like
seeing on
that.
the street. Yeah,
Let me
yeah, no, it's very
write that
nice.
down real quick,
Yeah,
man.
trap finds. He's on Instagram mainly, but he's a red ninja. His name's Kenny. He's a great dude. We had him on the podcast if you want to look back a couple episodes. Kenny
Yeah, a
Williams. Yeah,
couple of my
but
buddies follow him.
yeah,
They're
no,
holding
he's
out
a
on me.
yeah. No, he said no, dude. Like, take a look. Trap finds that's his. So yeah, take a look, dude. And he does obviously a lot of free trainings and seminars that you pay your way there, and they give you some training and stuff. But yeah, great dude, fun guy. Like, I'm sure he'd love to have you on the show, man. Just hit him up.
It's awesome.
Beyond the Barrel podcast. That's his podcast.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
met him at a bar. He's a good dude.
Hell yeah. I met somebody who works for a 3-letter agency at a bar, and he's become very helpful for some of the stuff that I do.
Yeah, exploit the shit out of him. It's admin subpoenas, baby. All right, so I don't know what I just pushed. I don't know if you heard that, but I don't know what that was. But
Okay.
so you didn't answer my question.
What was it? I'm sorry.
Narcotics or homicide?
Homicide. But narcotics first. Homicide's the ultimate goal.
Nah, nah, I feel it.
Narcotics
I
first.
feel it.
Homicide's the
I
ultimate
feel it.
goal, though.
Yeah, I feel it. I
Yeah, we have a
wish.
gang unit I really like. Some of my buddies work on it, and I mean, God, you got to be so. Those guys are so smart, man. I admire what they do because it's not just something they're doing 8 hours a day for the gang unit. Like these dudes are going home. They have. I can't. Obviously, I'm not going to spill everything, but they do a lot of stuff even off duty that helps them for the 8 hours that they're there. Like they are truly saturated and obsessed with their work, and they do great. They do great things. So the
Dude,
gang unit would be
it's an
really cool.
endless fucking day, man. Like, you're not working 9 to 5. You're not working 2 to 10. You're
Yeah.
working whatever the fuck you need to get it done. Otherwise, you're not going to. Like, you're not gonna solve cases.
Hmm.
Bad guys don't work for you. So, no, I feel that, dude. If you got guys doing that, good on them, because it's hard to find, uh, Americans, especially cops, to go above and beyond and just kind of work off the clock, as it were, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah, I hate donating time as much as the next guy, but if it's gotta get done to close it, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you got to do it. Yeah.
yeah,
And a lot of cops, they don't want to be, I shouldn't say a lot, but there are some that I work with that don't want to be proactive anymore because they're just afraid of, I mean, yeah, some of us are afraid of getting shot or something like that, but that's really not, it's not that big of a deal. People are more worried about getting sued or getting fired for a bad use of force when at the time
yeah.
the situation is presented as something completely different. And they're like, well, shit, man, now I'm second guessing. Is the jury going to have my back on this or are they going to fucking fry me? Because we've seen it happen. And it people don't want to be as proactive because of that thought in the back of their head, and it's very very dangerous. It's so dangerous to think like that. You can never second guess because it's split second decisions, man.
Well, that's why, and I hate this fucking phrase because I think experience trumps everything, but training is so important.
Hmm.
Experience trumps everything, but I think training is so important. Putting yourself in tough situations to make tough decisions is more important than anything, because if I'm a brand new fucking NCO officer, detective, and I come into a situation that I have not been prepared for, which could be fucking every night of the week, right?
Yeah.
The ability to think through it is paramount. Putting yourself in these situations, even in training scenarios, every fucking day, every night of the week, is what's going to keep you alive on the streets. It's the same thing with the military, same thing with the police. Like, people are so afraid of hard training. They're like, oh, I don't want to fail. No, that's the whole point, man. Like, you're supposed
Yeah.
to fail. You're supposed to learn from it. And
Hmm.
like, so my company has been changing over to a LISCO fight, large scale combat operations, peer on peer fight. So we just hammer the fucking Joes, right? Like, the squad leaders are getting wrecked on op boards, planning missions, executing missions. You're getting hit with drones. They're getting hit with huge elements in an enemy force, like in the field. They have to make these real time tactical decisions. Well, now if they do it in real life, they're like, well, I've done this 15 fucking times. And I'm not so fucking scared of it. And it was way worse because we make it way worse in training than it's going to be in the real world. And I think that is especially important when it comes to being a cop. You're dealing with American citizens, you're dealing with US troops, you're dealing with American cops. People have
Hmm.
rights here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Put yourself in hard training scenarios. People are afraid of hard training, and I don't understand why.
Could save your job, could save your life. It's
It will.
so, so
It
vital.
will.
And
Yes.
it's other people are depending on it. You know what I mean? And that's why people are out of shape and stuff like that. It drives me nuts. So I'm like, you're not just doing it for you, you're doing it for that little girl down the street. Like, it's not just about you. Get off your ass, start working out, eat a little bit better. It's not that freaking hard because that little girl down the street is depending on it. Because you're the one who's supposed to save her. You're supposed to help her. And when you're not ready, bro, that's bad. It's very bad.
Yeah, and it's not gonna happen when you're ready. No fucking
Exactly.
way. You're gonna
Exactly.
be tired, you're gonna be on the last hour of your shift, you're gonna be, 8 donuts deep in the
Yeah.
patrol car doing fucking
Condition black.
traffic. Yeah. Alright, man. Well, we gotta wrap it up here. Alright, tell the people where they can find you. Tell them your socials.
Yep. So Instagram, JJ is young. That's yeah, that's it. JJ is young, Instagram. Um, Send me a message if you're struggling, if you're a veteran, if you're a cop, even if you're just a regular guy, man. I talk to a lot of different people. Just have conversations. I'm not selling you anything. I'm not making you pay me. Nothing like that. It's just genuine discourse. I can't get back to everybody every single day, but I genuinely enjoy talking with people. I talk to people from all over the world. Recently I've been talking to a lot of Ukrainian soldiers, and it's been pretty crazy hearing about their experiences, and I've been appreciative that they've been honest and open with an American soldier about my experiences and then their experiences from Ukraine. It's vastly, vastly different. But yeah, feel free to reach out, guys. My DMs are open.
Hell yeah. Alright, well, we're gonna wrap it up for this episode from the bunker. Thank you for coming out, JJ. We appreciate it. As always, hit us up at The Real Bunker Bros or bunker-bros.com. We're building the only app for vets, by vets, for active duty, by active duty. So hit us up and support us however you can.
Appreciate you having me, bro.
Incoming, incoming, incoming.